Men don't know how to plan dates, but they sure do know how to plan fucking you without a condom. Oh, they didn't need a planning for that. That's the matter of fact, that's the only thing they know how to plan. When I see you, I'm gonna. But a nigga can't ever plan a date without saying needing some sort of help. Bitch, you are useless than a motherfucker. Useless.
Yes, no more planning dates. We can't risk being used for free meals anymore. We've seen too many videos of women admitting that they use us for free food.
I don't need a girl. I don't need to approach them. They can approach me if they want me that bad.
Why do you think guys don't approach girls anymore?
Ooh. I think that guys are the ones that want to be approached, in my opinion.
Okay.
I think that they have like flipped, reversed the roles a little bit for some reason. I don't know when that happened, but
scared of rejection. Yeah, insecure.
Okay. Let's go back.
In my personal opinion, like a guy should lead that
Yes.
role. But everyone's different. That's not a
Very true.
common
Very true.
popular take. But I agree. I mean, I think that like a man should be the one like initiating.
Women will literally start a global witch hunt against flirting, successfully destroy it, forget, then start a new movement complaining that no one is hitting on them.
So I'm sitting at the gas station, fueling up my car as one does at the gas station if they're not there to get snacks. And I go to start my car and it won't start. That's suspicious. So I pop open the hood and I'm standing in there looking inside. Now I'm just going to use my best common sense that it probably is the battery. My battery's probably dead. I'll contact AAA, say that I need a jump. But what is freaking bonkers to me is all of these men have come pulling up next to me, come and gone, and not one time as I'm standing there looking like I don't know what I'm doing as I'm looking at the engine of my car because I don't know what I'm doing. Is that the engine? Is that the freaking battery? Is that the alternator, the radiator? I don't know. Not one time has someone said, "Oh, hey, ma'am, do you need some help?" Now, maybe I feel that way because I'm privileged, but I think it's rude.
I wonder why your fellow feminist didn't stop and ask to help you. This is what you wanted. You don't need men. Equality is all the time, not just when it benefits you.
Please, can the men that actually want to be married and locked down and locked in actually come online and say that they exist? Because I really do hate that every time I come on this app, right, it's always a girl talking about her failed dating experiences and like it's always a woman, right, talking about how like she really wants to meet her husband. I just saw a video. It was saying like she's gonna pay somebody £4,000 to introduce her to her husband. It was a joke. Why is it always like it's always one side that wants the relationship and it's like there's no representation of guys that genuinely want to be in love? Always a woman on here, and honestly it pisses me off. Like there's very minimal representation.
No, we don't exist. Leave us alone. Go and meet the bear.
There's an epidemic of men ghosting women before a first date. I've seen 5 different videos at least. One girl who went out and then the guy said he was running late and then he ended up like blocking her because he just wanted to embarrass her. And then another girl who was waiting to go on a date with the guy, did everything, shower, got ready, hair, nails, makeup, everything. You know what an everything shower is, girls. Hours of getting ready for him to just block her. The funny thing was I had a date not that long ago and I stopped doing the everything showers. Really, I didn't even wash my hair because I'm just like, what is the point? By me, like, oh my God, like by me dry scrubbing my body, washing my body, exfoliating my body, doing another wash, doing a shave, doing another exfoliation, doing a moisturization, doing like the deodorant layering, doing the perfume, doing the hair from everywhere from like the pre-wash to the blowout afterwards to the getting the nails done, skincare, makeup, everything. This is hours and hours of prep because you might meet a guy that you've been chatting to and he's seemed nice so far. He hasn't seemed like an asshole. He hasn't said anything crazy. For him to either turn up and just be like blasé, or for him not to turn up at all, or for him to just block you beforehand.
A taste of your own medicine. At least, you don't get used. Imagine investing your time and money on a date, only for you to get ghosted after.
Why don't men court women anymore? I feel like women my age, we don't experience, or we didn't experience the courting phase. Like women back in the day, they got the experience that. Like you got to think about women back in the day, those men wasn't old, but those men was stepping up. Do you hear me? They don't do that anymore. They want to take you to a hookah lounge and then take you home. What since when? And then after that, y'all together. Y'all date. Y'all a couple. Like, I thought we were supposed to court for a couple months to see if we even compatible. I need to see you when you mad, when you sad, when you happy. I need to see you when you broke. I need to see you when you up. I need to see different variations of you before I say you mine. Because then when we get together and I turn out to be a psycho, you looking at me like, who the fuck are you? And I'm like, I've been this person. You didn't know because you got with me after a fucking month. After you took me to the hookah lounge. And we ate chicken wings.
Men don't court women anymore because of the expectations you women have of men that your fathers couldn't even meet. Also, why on earth should we court a monthly bill? We're trying to save money.
I personally don't think that treating women, particularly with respect and decency and kindness and blah, 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 should be a left-wing or right-wing thing, just like I don't think that treating men with decency and kindness and love should be a particularly left-wing or right-wing thing. However, in the context of men acting this way, it's typically conservative traditional beliefs that underpin this behavior. I'm sorry it's this way. You've told all the liberal men that everything has to be 50-50 and that you want to be fully equal to him and he's going to act that out. He's going to expect you to behave in such a way that demonstrates that. And fair enough, you've told him that's what you want. It's no wonder that fertility rates are falling. Everyone is insane. To be honest with you all as well, I think that the sort of social conditioning that I just described around male-female behavior is probably why a lot of men now actively do not want to approach women, and why women, the normal ones, are finding this very frustrating.
This isn't a complicated thing. You don't get to shit on men and attack masculinity for generations, propagate the idea that all men are predators and violent criminals, despite the fact that only 1% of men commit violent crimes, and expect men to not react and adapt.
In the past week, I have seen people say that it's not okay to approach a woman who happens to be working, like maybe she's at a coffee shop. I've seen people say that it's not okay to approach a woman when she's working out or at all at the gym. I have seen people say that you can't approach or ask out a woman who's your coworker. It's like, no, keep going. Do you like dating apps? Do you like having to swipe? Do you like having to just try and figure out who he is in the photo? Do you like not being able to tell anything about the guy, sometimes even if he's lying about his height or something like that? Because this is how you create a world where the only way to meet a potential romantic partner is through a dating app. Like, I have literally even seen women make TikToks about, like, don't approach me when I'm out with my friends. We're just there to have fun. Girl, you're at a bar. If you're cute and you don't have an RBF, it's likely you'll get approached. Like, I get it. You want the guy to be respectful. You want the guy to take no for an answer, all that, etc. But if you keep it up and you keep shaming men who approach you basically anywhere, you're not going to make it so that no men approach you. You're just going to make it so that the only ones who do are the creeps who didn't care about you being uncomfortable in the first place. And you know, it's really strange and really inconsistent because a lot of the women who are complaining about this stuff also turn around and then complain that they don't like being on dating apps, or complain that they don't get approached, or complain that men never ask out women these days. And all of those are totally fair complaints, but you don't get to have it both ways. If you're the one doing the shaming, the call is coming from inside the house.
Not going to jail is good. Not losing our job is good too. We enjoy our own company. We love our peace. We enjoy being alone. Thank you very much.
I don't know if anyone else relates to this juxtaposition in dating, so I'm just going to put it out there. Also, I'm waiting for my hair to set. That's why it looks like this. Okay, so in my early 20s, before I got in the relationship that I was in for a long time, now I'm single again, okay? But when I was younger, I was not very confident in how I felt. I don't think I looked as cute. I think I was always cute, but I was not as cute. You know, I don't think I had an interesting life yet. I think I was ambitious, but I was still working out the kinks. I got approached left, right, and center. So many people wanted to take me on dates. Like, they would approach me at bars. But now that I've been single for the past year, I feel like confident in myself. I feel better in how I look now. And I think I have an interesting life now. Like, in order to be interesting, you have to have interests. No one's approaching me, you guys. It's crickets for the past year. No one's taking me on one date. Like, and I'm not complaining. Like, I'm not saying I'm not in a rush to get into a relationship again, but I don't know what it is. Why don't men approach you when you're more confident and you figure out how you look? Like, hello?
It's 2025. No man is approaching anymore. It's not about you. Meet new people if you want to date. If you're confident, why are you waiting to be approached?
Is it impossible for Black women to date in LA? I haven't necessarily felt that way, but I have been single the entire time I lived here. And it almost seems like the Black men in LA aren't checking for Black women. So unless you're open to dating outside your race, it seems like you might be single as a black woman here in LA.
Black women feel they have an automatic claim to good black men. They feel as though they shouldn't have to compete for no man, let alone a black man. So they lose against other women who are willing to compete for black men.
There is an obvious war on young men happening right now, and the objective of this war is to keep men and women divided so that we don't join together to create family units, because if there's one thing that the elites hate, it is a strong family unit. And if I'm being completely honest, I don't see this problem getting better until women, myself included, take responsibility for the hand that we've had in radicalizing men. I'm gonna add this disclaimer even though I shouldn't have to. I'm obviously not saying that women are solely responsible for fixing this issue, okay? I'm not saying that. But I will say that we had a big hand in creating this problem, and it is our responsibility to partially amend it.
Those young men will soon be full-grown men with power in society. It will be 10 times worse for women in the future because of that. Just wait.
So every morning on my run, I pass the same guy. He's out walking his dog. Sometimes he's with his young son. Sometimes he's not. But every morning, I say, good morning. Hey, man, what's going on? And every morning, he ignores me. This morning, flat out ignores me. This morning, I guess I passed by his house. He's coming out of his front walk. I'm passing by. We're closer than we've ever been, like 5-6 feet apart. And I say, hey, man, good morning. Doesn't look at me, totally ignores me. Obviously, your boy has a problem with Miss Jade. I don't know why, but he does. But some of y'all are feeling the same way. You're out doing your thing. I'm out doing my run, right? And I want him to acknowledge me. And some of y'all are doing your thing and you want acknowledgement, man. I can't talk. You want acknowledgement from, I don't know, your parents. You're finally getting your life together and you want them to say something and they're not saying anything. You want to acknowledge at your job because you're working your butt off. Man, you're doing overtime hours. You're doing whatever it takes. They're not acknowledging you. Some of you want the government to acknowledge you. Man, you're paying your student loans. You've been paying through the whole pause. You want them to acknowledge you, maybe give you a little forgiveness, but it's not always like that. We have to do what we know is right to do and what we know is good to do simply for our own selves. We may never get the acknowledgement. We may never get somebody to go, hey, great job. I see you. You're doing great. Does that change the fact? Does that change what we know we should be getting up and doing every single morning? No, it does not. Keep doing your thing. You don't need acknowledgement from anybody except God.
Women love validation a lot. The man simply doesn't want any drama. He has drama phobia. Let him be. Anyway, that's all for today. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Also, click on the notification bell to know when I drop a new video. Bye.